everybody, Onion here. Doing one of those videos that nobody watches and nobody cares about, but I thought it was an interesting subject and I'm going to get my thoughts out on this thing. And as you can see here, we are looking at a Google search of 14 words. 14 words. Now, I didn't know what these were a year ago. So I am recent to learning about this, and I think this is the best time. I learned about it months ago, but I really haven't thought much about it because it didn't really have any effect on me. But I'm still new enough that I've got a fresh perspective on it. So. Uh, what are the first 14 words and why are they relevant to anything? And then what are my thoughts on it? Now, if you Google 14 words, this is the first thing that comes up. Some uh, dumb tattooed looking guy right here. See if we can get a better picture of that guy. Wait a minute, how do you do this? Control, there you go. Oh, look at that. That's just stupid. Why would you? Okay, neck tattoos, maybe I can see that, but then getting all that crap on your face, you are never getting a decent job again. Let's try to get this back to normal view. Up there, maybe? There. 100%. Okay. Well, the first thing that pops up right here is 14 words, or simply 14. It's a reference to a slogan used by white nationalists and white supremacists. We must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children. Those are the 14 words, I guess. It can be used to refer to a different 14-word slogan because the beauty of the white Aryan woman must not perish from the earth. And I'm guessing that's from the Wikipedia. Now, I pulled up the Wikipedia so that we could look at it real quick. And that's pretty much what it says on the top there. So the 14 words are, let me repeat them. We must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children. Or, and this is actually the first time I'm hearing this iteration of 14 words, because the beauty of the white Aryan woman must not perish from the earth. I'm not going to be using this one because I've never heard this one before, and I think it's kind of stupid. Now, if you're talking about redheads, oh yeah, I love redheads. They're freaking awesome. They're pretty. But that's just my own little fetish. But let's go with the secure the existence of our people and a future for white children. And the second one I brought up here was the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, because it's I think it's Jewish oriented. Anti-Defamation Against Jewish People League, and they've got kind of a vested interest in fighting against Nazi type things and white supremacists. Nazis fall in the category of white supremacists as them being supreme, and I can kind of see where this comes from in the white supremacy area, but I'll talk about that in a minute. But this is what the Anti-Defamation League has to say: is 14 words is a reference to the most popular white supremacist slogan in the world. And they repeat it: we must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children. The slogan was coined by David Lane, which actually gives some background here, which I'm grateful for because I don't know who David Lane is, a member of the white supremacist terrorist group known as the Order. Lane died in prison in 2007. Now, I'm not going to go look this up. I will take their word for it, even though the Anti-Defamation League has a few hiccups in their blind spots. They've called certain people horrible people that just disagree with political views of theirs. But I'm going to take the Anti-Defamation League's word for this thing right here. The term reflects the primary white supremacist worldview in the late 20th and early 21st century that unless immediate action is taken, the white race is doomed to extinction by an alleged rising tide of color, purportedly controlled and manipulated by dun 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 Jews. You all hate the Jews, right? Everybody hates the Jews. I think even the Jews hate the Jews. Isn't that a stereotype? The self-hating Jew? Hey, I love the Jews. Somebody has to do your taxes. Okay. Because of its widespread popularity, white supremacists reference this slogan constantly in its full form as well as in its abbreviated versions, such as just 14 words, spelled out 14 words, or simply the number 14. The number 14, it's everywhere, man. I can see it everywhere, man. Oh my God! Look, that guy's got a tattoo of a 14 and a words. Oh my God, man! They're gonna kill us all. Okay, okay. I make fun of everything and everyone, so let's go ahead and just get to the words themselves. Now, take all context out of it. All context. This Lane guy, let's take out Anti-Defamation League. Let's just look at the words themselves as being said as the words themselves. We must. It's a call to action. Secure. Kind of a defensive, but can be used as a offensive to secure a position. So to clear an area to make it secure, so clear it of the enemy. The existence of our people. We must secure the existence of our people. So that in itself is not a bad thing. We must secure the existence of our people. I would not say that's a bad thing. People are feeling as if they are being attacked. They feel like their people are in danger. I can see that, but I'm an individualist. This is very collectivist. This is a very group or tribal oriented sort of thing. When it comes to everyday life, I'm not this. I mean, I can see like if you're in a war or something, but these people might think they're in a war. We must secure the existence of our people. Okay. And the future of white children. So then they identify what people and what children as being white. In itself, I really don't think it's that terrible of 14 words. It just depends on how you interpret or use the idea of securing the existence and future. I mean, should the existence and future of white children not be secured? I would say no. The existence and future of white children should be able to be secured. Sure, why not? Now, now let's put the context back in. Let's, David Lane and a white supremacist, terrorists. Let's put those back in. Now there are different groups. There are all collectivist groups. There are identitarians, and there are different types of identitarians. There are just the white identitarians that just identify as white and um, want to identify as white, and basically just want to be with white people and live and let live, but just live away from me so that I can be with other white people. There are the white identitarians that want a nation, white nationalists that want a nation of only white people and kick out everybody else. And I've got problems with that because then you gotta uh, do tests to see if do you qualify as a proper white person. And I'm not down with that. Um, and then you go all the way to the white supremacist. The people that think that white people are supreme above all other races, and white is just freaking awesome. And since white is so awesome, they should pretty much be in charge of everything and everybody, and they should get used, and everybody else should get used to that. And if white people let them live, I mean, it's just the kindness of our heart letting these subhuman non-white people exist in our white world. Uh, Needless to say, I do not agree with this, but I recognize that it exists, and let's take it from there. So, in context, let's go for the different groups. The white supremacists. Let's take the white supremacists as this for right now. The white supremacists, when they use this term, must secure the existence of our people and the future of white children. They are actually speaking in terms of there is an attack, and we should keep white people away from non-white people. Therefore, so there's no breeding, and keep these mongrel races away from white people, so that they can't do any damage to our white race. And The best way to secure the white race is to I don't know, just have all white things. Just get rid of all the white people. I mean, we can throw them all in Africa and let them all go there. But the nice areas, we want to keep the nice areas for ourselves and all white people. I don't really agree with that. Um, the world is actually vastly not white. White people are a minority. So, unless you really do think that white people are the superior race and everybody else sucks, and that's the reason that white people will win in any conflict, then if you're going to try to start a war with non-white people, you're massively outnumbered. But okay, let's go from the white nationalist point of view. Okay, white nationalists, they basically want to say we want our own nations. We want nations without non-white people. We don't want mixtures. We want to stay pure. Well, that goes into the purity spiral, and we're talking about white children and genetics here. So you'd have to check people's genetics. Well, you're not white enough. You're not Northern European enough. And you've got like 0.0001% African heritage. Therefore, you're not white enough for to breed in our country. Therefore, you don't get a breeding license. That's kind of that just seems stupid to me. You get into both of those, the white supremacist and white nationalist, you get into the totalitarian um, area. You get into fascist area. Now, let's just go with the white identitarian. Not, I mean, they're not wanting to get rid of people, but they understand that white is an identity. And they want to be like every other identity. I'm a proud black woman. Well, what if a person was a proud white man? That sort of thing. Just to be able to express their identity. I am a white man. I am proud of the white, the accomplishments of white people. I mean, personally, I didn't do those things. Those weren't part of my family or any personal tribe that I'm part of. So I'm not going to claim any white accomplishments as being mine. God, that guy's just stupid looking. That's fucking dumb right there. Just don't do that. Don't do that, even if you're really into this shit. Um, I am not an identitarian, so I disagree with that view. I will identify with certain groups that I am actually part of. I don't identify as white. I am, I checked my genetic history, and most of my genetic history comes from the British Isles. So, as a British Isle person, I can frankly say screw France because Britain had a lot of run-ins with France. Um, had some good relationships with France, but mostly not very good. So if I was to say British, I would hate French. Now French are other white people too. So but I should be with white people. I don't know. You had the frickin' was it the Normans that came down? Uh, England is a history of invasion. I mean, England hated white people way before it hated non-white people. So you can't tie all white people and Britain together. So that's just my own personal genetic history. Would basically put me at odds with other white heritages and cultures. So I don't go in for the white identitarianism. It's not a thing that I am part of. So, she's pretty. Um, so from that point of view, the let's see that point of view of the existence of our people and the future of white children. From that point of view, maybe it's kind of like, well, don't use our whiteness as a reason to attack us, a reason to be horrible to us. Because I do see that happening. I do see in the world today, people are going, look at your skin color. That means you're a horrible person. Therefore, I'm allowed to hate you and I'm allowed to be horrible towards you. Which is what I see as the crux of the horribleness of identity politics. You are part of said group, therefore I hate you, therefore I'm allowed to be horrible to you because I think your group is horrible. Now, from the white identitarian side, that's where that probably comes from. And I can see how that would be kind of scary. Okay, you've got people that are coming in that express that they want to breed out the whiteness. You go look over in Europe, a lot of these Islam and Muslim people are actually saying, we will breed with your white women and make your children our children and make them Muslim. We will breed you out. They're actually saying, we want to destroy the whiteness of your area by breeding you out. That's scary. That's scary. I don't care what you say. That's scary. Over here in America, I mean, you've got times when white people, just for being white, are being dragged out of their cars and beaten. You've got a if you're in the wrong area and riot breaks out and a bunch of black people run up to you and is like, he white, beat his shit. That's scary. So for a person that's a white identitarian that's going, yes, I'm a white guy, I'm afraid of these people who are also identitarians that are calling me white, that are targeting me for being white, and are going to target my children for being white. Yes, I can understand that area. I don't identify that way, but I understand the fear. So, my personal idea of these words, okay, one more time, 14 words. We must secure the existence of our people and the future for white children. Now, I am not a collectivist. I am an individualist. I don't go with the we. Now, any we that I am part of is very specific. Now, I was part of the United States Army. That is a we that I would count myself among. I am part of my family. I am part of a church. I am part of uh, an apartment complex. I am part of smaller groups. Those are the we's that I would be part of. Now, my family would probably be the we that I would recognize this being. The existence, we must secure the existence of our people. Now, personally, to me, that says you must work hard, you must try to accomplish in your life so that you can secure your financial and financial existence so that you can provide a good life for your people, for your family. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I am trying to secure a good life for my family. So I don't see these as bad words. I just don't see them in the we and people of white people. I see them in the area of my family. And the future of white children. Now, there are white children around the world, I'm sorry, I couldn't give a crap about. They're hungry, they're dying, they're suffering, they're being tortured, and I couldn't care. You know what children I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about my child and the children of my family members. So those are the children I'm caring about. Now, if they're within my eyesight and I see something horrible happening to a child, I will try to intervene. But I'm sorry, I can't think about all children. I can't think about white children, I have to think about my children. So, and as I said, I'm not an identitarian. So, I mean, if I were to adopt, I'm not necessarily going to go in there going, hey, I want a white one. I would go in and try to find a child to adopt that I think I could do the best for and provide a good life for. Now, if I'm going in there and they're all, I don't know, Oriental kids, I'm not going to complain. It's not like I'm going to shop around. It's like, yeah, you've only got Orientals here, so I'm going to go to the next orphanage and I'm going to see if they got any white ones. No, no. If I'm going to secure the future for a child, I'm not going to focus on the whiteness of the child. It's not a factor for me. I am going to do my best to secure the future of whatever child that I'm trying to secure the future for. Now, as I said before, I do kind of fear that my child, being a white child, will be targeted for nastiness, physical assault, and other such things because of the color of his skin. That seems to be happening more frequently. That is a fear. Although I'm going to teach him to be like myself and try to see people as individuals. But I am also going to teach him to defend himself just in case he runs into people that don't see people as individuals and are going to be horrible to him because he is white. So that is the 14 words. That's my thoughts on the situation. To sum it all up, I don't identify with the overall whiteness of it, but it's not a bad statement in itself when you are talking about um, groups, your own personal groups. If you could, the only word that you have to change is the word white. You can change the word white to our and have it say we must secure the existence of our people and the future for our children. And it would apply to everybody across the world. The statement itself is not a bad statement. It's actually a rather benign statement. It's a defensive statement. It is we must work to protect our group. And throughout history, this right here was the thing that all tribes used as their main goal, to secure the existence of their people and the future of their children. But it's the dreaded white children, the dreaded white people. That word right there makes it evil. I mean, the phrase itself isn't inherently anti Jewish or doesn't defame Jews, but the Anti-Defamation League thinks it does, probably because of whoever this guy is, David Lane. But the way it's been used. And that's all I really can say about that is it is a statement that has been used throughout history to basically it's the mission statement of all tribes. The mission statement of all tribes is to secure the existence of their people and the future of their children. But it's evil. It's looked down upon. It's considered a bad thing because it's white. I hope people go more towards a individualistic mindset because we've, as a society, gotten past tribalism as a necessity. It's not necessary anymore. And I hope we go away from tribalism. I hope we go away from collectivism. And I hope we go more towards individualism. And all I got to say is, may God bless you and keep you all safe.